Hi, hi, hi. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Review Podcast. I am your host, Rachel Anita Kama K Kama Kawaida. Thank you for following me. Thank you for sharing my content. Unaona, hadi tumevuka mwaka pamoja. Ebu, pat yourself on the back na useme, I did it with Review. Wana vile najipea points. Anyway, thank you guys for being here, for sharing, commenting, liking, and everything, and watching. Thank you so much. So hapa tuko Happy New Year. Tuimbe pamoja. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm so happy to have vuka this. Okay, for me it's just another day, but anyway, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to have you watching me, and it's January. It's January. I love January because it's the season of fresh starts, big dreams. And hii ndio mwaka umejikalisha. When it struck 12 a.m., the January 1st started, ukakaa chini, ukajiandikia, number one, I'm going to do this and that. Number two, number three, we all have that list of the things you're going to do, the resolutions. And whether you're already smashing your goals for 2024, and big ups to you if you're doing that, you should comment on how you're doing it because I am really awed by you. And if you're still figuring out or what you want from what you wanted from 2024 or 2023, we kama ni kama mimi from 2020 mpaka leo bado tuko na the same goal, we just cancel and change the year hapo mbele. 2020 una cancel unaweka 2021. It's still okay wherever you are, but setting resolutions, it's a good thing to setting the tone for the whole year. So today we want to dive into how to set resolutions. Mbona hii word inanisumbua? Wadau, my village people, ni resolution. Wachana na mimi. Wachaneni na mimi. So how are we going to set resolutions that actually stick through the entire year? I'll share why so many resolutions fail, like for me, clearly some, and how to avoid the common traps and practical tips to keep you motivated all year long. But before I get into it, let me confess, if you are like me, aki last year, okay, wacha tu nianze 2020, nika cross nikaeka 2021, nika cross nikaeka 2022. Now we are 2025. I always told myself I'll be walking 5 kilometers every day. A moment of silence for my steps up. A moment of silence for all the notifications I get every day that I ignore. So guys, how, if you're like me, who niliandika 5 kilometers, I try. By the way, I try. The first week of Jan, you should see me. Second week, third week, fourth. By the time February nafika hata 2000 steps, it's so hard for me to get. But if can you relate? Are you like me? If you can relate, please share your failed resolution to check hapo kwa comment section pamoja as we move on. Now, all right, let's get into it. New year, new you. Is it true? Do you get new year, new year? It's new year, same you. Why do most resolutions fail? Like I said, for me, it's the fact that I put unrealistic unrealistic expectations for myself. I would say I want to do 5 kilometers per day. 5 kilometers per day, guys. I try. I have done it. I can do it for 2 weeks straight. But can I do it for an entire year? Every day, back to back? That's a lie. So we start by, it's not that I'm lazy or unmotivated. It's often how these goals are set. For me, it's namkanga hiyo 1st of January with such a clear head. I want this for myself. I want to do this. But how do I keep myself motivated? How do I keep this thing going on? One big mistake we do is making these resolutions a bit vague. For example, you say, I want to save some money by December. You do not say, I want to save 10,000 or 5,000 by December. Once you put this a time frame to when you want this thing done, it makes it easier to accomplish that specific resolution. Let's say you want to save 10k by December. You know that every month, let me put around 12k by December. You know that every month you have to save at least 1,000 shillings. So you break it down. If every day I save 30 shillings, I will be able to get that 12k by December. But the problem is saying I just want to save money. How are you going to save money if you don't know what you're going to do it with, or how, or with whom, or with when? So that is one of the big problems we have with that. So it is quite overwhelming, and burnout is real when you don't know how to do these things, ukizimesh vizuri. Another thing is that trying to do too much at once. Guys, if you're like me, we probably have 20 things in our resolution list. You're just one person. There's so much you can do. If you say like me, you want to hit the gym, you want to eat clean. I don't know why these resolutions zangu pia I should sit and listen to this. Start a side hustle, volunteer. You are everywhere. You are literally, and yeah, I should call myself for a meeting. I am literally everywhere. And this is the first week of January. You wake up, you're taking extra shifts, you're going to the gym. If you're like me, you're a mom, you've given your child already resolutions, you're carrying those resolutions for yourself, for your child. It's a lot. And when you get to that point where you can't do it, just stop. If you're like me, I usually just drop dead. Like I don't know how to. I like it gets overwhelming. I just can't get out of bed. I just decide, you know what, it's over. Mimi, it's okay. Today, let someone else carry that baggage. So how do we make this easier? Pick one thing, break it down, and make it work. Another thing is there's the classic case of losing motivation. Again, back to me and my 5 kilometers. From 2020, I'll be telling myself I need to lose 10 kilograms. Then by week two of Jan, if I have not lost those 10 kilograms, I'm like, si wamezoea kuniona hivi. What's the difference? So maybe you started strong like me, but you didn't see immediate results, which is, I mean, if we're saving money, by week 2, we need to have that money there. So you give up. It's a problem. The truth is, motivation is fleeting. You can't rely on motivation alone. That is why discipline is important. Discipline. Class, let's say together, discipline. I will do this thing whether I like it, whether I feel like it, whether I do not want it, whether you do it tired, you do it scared, you do it unmotivated, you still show up for yourself. That is the only way that thing is going to work. On days you feel tired, which for me is 99.9999% of days, on the days you feel motivated, umetoka hapo, you've read Michelle Obama's book and you're like, you know what, I'm going to get this done. On the days where you don't even feel, you don't even know how to spell your own name, wake up and get it done. That's the only way that resolution is going to stick. So today we are flipping that script. We are going to share on how to make these goals work. Okay? Because babes, ladies and gentlemen, 2025 ni mwaka yetu. Okay? Wacha nisiseme because nilisema hivyo 2024 alafu haikuwa mwaka yangu. But 2025 we are getting things down. Now, we have to set realistic goals. The first step to sticking to your resolutions is to make sure they're realistic. Here is how you do it. I always talk about SMART goals: specific, measurable, what's A? Achievable, relatable, reliable. There's something, and time, relevant, and time bound. So, for example, like I said, instead of saying, I want to save money, say, I want to save 10,000 shillings by the end of the year. Instead of saying, I just want to lose weight, say, I want to lose 5 kgs by June by changing this and this about my lifestyle. Number 2, prioritize. Guys, you cannot do everything at once. You cannot overwhelm yourself with 20 tasks. Pick 3 things. Pick 3 things out of everything you've written down. Those that really, like, hii mwaka isiishe without this happening. Prioritize on that list. Go down. Make 2 bullet points chini ya hiyo. Make those, Venn diagrams ama what we do in school. Make those things that look like this. I forgot. You know what I mean? Those trees. Factor it down to what it takes to actually do something and focus on those. Once you do that, utaona how it's easier, because you can, when you have a mountain, you just start eating it with one spoon. I feel like these are Swahili saying that nimewezikula mlima kwa siku moja. Just slowly and you'll get there. Number 3, make it personal. Okay? Do not choose resolutions because everyone is saying it. Just because I want to lose weight. Maybe your goal for this year is to have healthy hair. I'm laughing because Vanessa has done something to her hair today. So maybe you want to have healthy hair. Then you decide, I'm going to take that step of taking care of my hair. I'm going to start from, bottom up. I'm going to do everything to take, that is what is important to you. So do not forget that. Your health is, your priority is your health. You decide, this year I'm going to do medical tests every 3 months. I'm going to make sure I have everything checked head to toe. You have to prioritize, tailor it to you. All right? Make sure your goals align with your values. Usikuje kuandika vitu because everyone is writing them. Okay? Prioritize, 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 and make it personal. Okay? Okay. And now, moving on. Apart from doing that, the other thing is building habits that stick. The one thing I realized for me, like when those first 3 weeks of January, when I was going on my walk, is that it became easier when I have to do it the first thing when I wake up in the morning. I wake up and straight to that, because if I'm a morning person, if I don't do that, then it doesn't work for me. Focus on the micro habits. What are the tiny things that make that thing work? For me, going on a walk, for me to get out of bed, that the moment I open my eyes like this, I do not even waste 5 minutes. Qua ground, and I put on my mini workout clothes and I'm out. The other thing is I make sure before I sleep, my workout clothes are on the bed, because I know myself. If I do not see them, I'll start saying, "Oh, I can't see my shoes. Oh, I can't see my socks." Then I won't do that. Again, something like saving money. A micro habit you can have is just every time you get money, you either have something automatically deduct that money from your account to the other account, or you just make a habit. Just the small steps are the things that matter to making your resolutions work. If your resolution is to read more, today when you wake up, 2 pages. At lunchtime, 2 pages. If you don't have to read an entire book in a day. All right. Another thing is be consistent. Hey guys, hapo ndio kuna shida, hapo ndio kuna the biggest problem. Consistency. My village people leave me alone. Habits form through repetition, not perfection. Repetition, not perfection. I always tell myself, I do things, like I said, there are things I've done in 2024 which I'm so proud of, like this podcast. I would show up even when I'm tired. I would show up when I'm hungry. I will show up when I really have had the worst day of my life, but I will still show up. So it doesn't matter. Do things, do something badly. Like someone said, there's never a bad workout. The only bad workout is the one that didn't happen. Even if you go, put 5 minutes, go inside there and just lift one weight and say, you know what, that is my percentage for today. Get it done. Do not miss a day. Do not give up. Just get right back on track. Try the tiny micro habits you build. Will be one day we'll see and be like, wow, you did all that by yourself. Wow. All right. The other thing is track your progress. Squeezy, we have apps, we have habit trackers, we have, a notebook. Even your phone has a notes app. I guess I think all phones have that. Track track what you've done and reward yourself for that. You did it. Do not forget that. You crossed a milestone. Congratulate yourself. Just don't undo your progress while congratulating yourself. Don't be like me, who goes on a 5 kilometer walk, then I go home and have a slice of cake because I did that walk. Don't be like me, all right? Reward yourself, but do it progressively. Another thing is stay accountable for yourself, by yourself. Accountability is a game changer when it comes to sticking to your resolution. Find an accountability partner. Okay, if you want one, if you're like me, you want to do 5 kilometers, please tag me below because I'm looking for a partner on that. Go public with what you're doing. Like now, everyone knows I want to do 5 kilometers a day. Do it. Post it on your Instagram. Post it somewhere on your top. Join a group. Post it. Be very verbal. Be very vocal. Be very loud about what you want to do. Okay. On some cases, in some cases, if you don't want people to know what you're doing, it's also fine. But be very verbal from within. Self-reflect on what you're doing. Sit down and ask yourself: is this serving me? Is this not serving me? I do this thing on my birthday every 3 months or every 4 months. Sit down and ask yourself, what are you doing with your life? What you wrote in January. Ikifika pale July, is it still resonating with you or have you changed? Because people change and things change and we learn to adopt throughout things change. Call yourself for a meeting and show up for that meeting in August, in September, October, even as December closes up. You ask yourself, did I do this? And if you didn't, it's okay. You can always start. That's the best thing. The best time to start something is now. So, guys, remember, there are also other creative alternative to resolutions, which are like number one, vision boards. I like vision boards. I love vision boards because they show you what you want. And I'm a visual learner, and I love seeing things and touching things, and I learn so well through that. So you can imagine when you have your vision board over there. This year, mine is 5 kilometers. I have I don't know. Every time I say that thing, I feel like laughing, but I should be serious with myself. But you understand what I mean. You want to buy a car, put it on the board. You want this and that, put it on that board. You want a healthy lifestyle, put veggies on that board. You want this, just put it on that board and put it in a place where you can see it every day or every other week, or I would prefer every day, so that you can remind yourself of what you want to do. Visualize your success, see yourself in that place. There's this thing people have been doing on ChatGPT where they tell the AI to, they ask ChatGPT to show them a day in their lives. Guys, try that thing. I read through a day in my life at the end of this year, and I was amazed at that woman. And I want to be that woman. And it helps you grow to become that woman or man. Use theme words. There's something, this reminds me, there's a friend of mine who every day makes sure they have said the word million or billion. Okay, it's a weird thing they do, but they say it's just telling your brain to be comfortable with such words and such figures. So every time it meets you, be like, "Hi millionaire" or "Hi billionaire." You know, today although I did a business, I got 0.0 billion or 1 million. Like, his brain is just tethered to that. Every day he says, and I can assure you, mtu ametengeneza hizo pesa. Okay, haijafika billion, but it's heading there. And it's such a beautiful way. For me, my theme word is 5 kilometers. And if maybe yours is focus or balance or healthy, get it there. Another thing, another fun way of doing a resolution, your word, wow. Another fun way of doing a resolution is having a bucket list. For me, I won't tell you what's on my bucket list. I won't tell you, but you will see the signs. You will see the signs. Kwa heri Kenya, you will see the signs. Okay. So instead of setting really rigid goals, create a list of things you want to do and make them fun. Make it, if it's going to a new city, learning a new skill, learning a new language, just write it and put it there. And like I've said, some of these things, when you write something, when you visualize something, when you say something, when it's in touch with your senses, I feel like the chances of you achieving that thing are much, 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 much higher. So go out there, guys, do all these things, learn, explore. Resolutions is this year, January. I will come back here and haunt you regarding this. What you wrote. And when you finish the show, if you have not written, please write. Or just remind yourself of what you want to do this year. And just think about it. And before I wrap this up, I just want you to remember that your resolutions are just a roadmap. It is okay to take detours, like me. It is okay. It is okay to adjust your path. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Every day you wake up and you choose intentionally to do something, I applaud you for it. And I am so happy for you for trying and showing up no matter what. Remember, show up scared, show up tired, show up in whichever shape, what and what shape, something and form that you are in. Just show up. It matters to someone and to yourself that you did show up. So if you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend and let me know about what they're trying to crush, their 2025 goals. Let me know your goals, your resolutions, and I would like to hear from you. What is one resolution you're excited about this year? DM me, let's chat, let's share, let's hivi vitu zote. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. Ako ka notification bell. Don't forget to ring it. And I'm just happy. I'm just happy, guys. Wacha niende kufanya 5 kilometers zangu. Bye.